He mea nui tō mātou noho e tia, Dementia Declaration, Our Lives Matter. Kia ora koutou, ko Whiana Parent tōku ingoa. I am the very proud chair of the Lived Experience Advisory Group for Alzheimer's New Zealand. Today I'm introducing our take on what the Dementia Declaration means to us. As someone with dementia or someone who supports, cares and loves. This incredible advisory group has been going just over 10 years and we're the driving force behind the development of the Dementia Declaration in 2019. Because for us, this is what we live every day. This is what we expect every day. This is what we want other people to support us with every day. This is what we want our funders and our government to recognise and support us every day. We all want to be seen, valued, appreciated and loved for who we are. As New Zealanders living with dementia, or the whānau caring, advocating and supporting, we are citizens whose lives matter. People with dementia have the same rights, privileges and obligations as everybody else. Our declaration sets out what those living with dementia need to live well. What we as whānau and those supporting them need to understand. So today, each of the advisory group is going to talk about one of the 7 points, areas that we need and those living with dementia need to live well. Those living with dementia live their best possible lives when?
We live our best possible lives when we have control over our lives. We have support to make decisions that are important to us. This is absolutely key to me. I'm aware of myself as a whole person. I'm also aware of the bits that are crumbling from time to time. Like the rest of us, I have strategies to deal with them. As a former academic, I've always been interested in ideas and possibilities, in reasoning, in new information, in making imaginative connections. Whatever it is happening to my brain, all this potential is still with me. The person I have been hasn't suddenly been switched off. You diminish me if you focus on where I've made slips or forgotten things. You value me if you recognize that I am managing my life, that I have capabilities of decision and contributions to make. Perhaps not all my decisions are ideal, but are yours. Give me the right to be wrong. This doesn't, of course, mean the right to harm others. Please listen to me imaginatively when I consult you and offer support if needed, not control. I know that I'll need increasing support in the future. Help me to decide when to make changes or to let go of responsibilities. Don't tell me. Please enable my decision-making. Don't turn me into a doll. A full life is both giving and receiving. I want to do both. I need to do both. I can do both.
We have consistent quality support, care and information, which is timely and appropriate to us. It is provided with kindness by compassionate people who have the right skills and knowledge, our interests as a focus, and with whom we are comfortable. I'm speaking on behalf of my husband, who has young onset dementia. For us, this would mean having one dedicated navigator, not multiple people, to support the whānau through the journey. This means the same story doesn't have to be repeated over and over again. The navigator could facilitate referrals so the whānau aren't passed from one department to another, making second, third, or even fourth phone calls, freeing time and reducing stress so that we can allow the whānau to focus on supporting their loved ones. Caregivers, advisors, medical staff and support personnel will focus on what is best for the person with dementia, according to their needs first. We don't like to be forced to fit into boxes. Support provided to the whānau will adapt as the journey progresses. Whether the person living with dementia needs a walking companion or the family who works full-time require a house cleaner to free up their time so they can be with their loved one on the weekends. Support should be funded on equal footing with daycare options. Funding will be easy to claim and promptly processed. Ensuring there's a limited number of different caregivers coming into the home so that the person living with dementia can form a relationship with them and they can become familiar with each other. Caregivers will arrive within a similar time window, not at any time of the day, and each visit and make each experience positive and stress-free. Increased funding would be available to allow living at home much longer instead of being provided to care facilities, which is a much greater cost. And I don't just mean financial cost. Caregivers and support personnel must possess the right skills and knowledge to effectively support individuals with dementia in a timely and appropriate manner. They will communicate with compassion and effectively as they aim to enhance the quality of life for the person with dementia.
We live our best possible lives when support is in place. The circle of support protects our well-being, allowing us to maintain strong mutual relationships with our family, our whānau, friends, colleagues, and those who are important to us. As well as our family, our friends, and other loved ones, community support is also essential. Meeting and talking with others in a same or similar situation and knowing you are not alone on this journey is so reassuring. For me, these meetings were facilitated by our local Alzheimer's field worker, who was excellent in all aspects of advice. And other friendships were made at these meetings. Other essential community support included age concern, the Presbyterian Support Daycare Service, access to our GP and our GP practice staff, and eventually the Dementia Care Unit. My husband passed away in 2021, and as I look back and recall his journey, our journey, it was all of this support that made managing possible. For me, this meant managing my husband and his needs and giving me time to manage the other parts of our lives as they changed. To those with dementia and those supporting a loved one with dementia, stay strong, kia kaha. This journey can be made easier with the support of others and organisations within our communities.
4, that we live in knowledgeable communities that include, accept and understand us. For my family, this statement is so important, and what it means to us is education, to have dementia-related resources available in various languages. And with funding cuts across all sectors right now, my personal view is that we build on the language targeted resources already developed by the few organisations like Alzheimer's New Zealand, and thank you to them and others, and integrate and utilise these in and around the community. The more aware and knowledgeable people become of dementia, it is in the hope that it reduces the stigma in the room and brings some form of comfortability amongst those known to each other and checking in that they are okay. My next point is communication. Communication is really key here. Throughout all Dad's journey, the barriers we encountered wasn't language as such, because his children supported him with all his assessments and appointments, but the way in which the information was presented and relayed to us. For example, his entitlements. It was either a yes or a no, and I have to be honest, there were lots of no's. For people living with dementia and their families, we plead for our voices, stories, and experience to be heard as part of your decision making. Every person with dementia has individual and unique needs where no two people are the same. I would like to close by looping back to my topic, where building knowledgeable communities starts with understanding what dementia is, and that I am still me and I am still here. By ensuring the building blocks are well in place, the community starts to include and accept us because they now understand us. Whawhitai tele lava.
We continue to be actively engaged in roles and activities which are meaningful and important to us. Living with dementia has transformed my life, demonstrating that a diagnosis can lead to a renewed sense of purpose rather than an end. Despite the challenges, I've focused on resilience and proactive measures to enhance my quality of life. Aging is a primary risk factor for dementia, but while we cannot change our age or genetics, we can influence our lifestyle choices. Addressing key risk factors such as exercise, diet, and social engagement can significantly impact dementia risk and progression. So in my journey, I have found purpose through advocacy and active involvement. So as a board member of Alzheimer's New Zealand and a member of the Lived Experience Advisory Group, I work to influence policy and raise awareness about dementia. Personal engagement in activities like drumming and cycling has also been vital. Drumming has become a cornerstone of my cognitive resilience routine, stimulating various brain regions and fostering social connections. Cycling offers me both physical exercise and mental rejuvenation. So the upcoming 160-kilometre Lake Taupo Cycle Challenge at the end of November will provide me the perfect opportunity for personal achievement and raising awareness of dementia. So if you do not wish to join me biking around Taupo, you can follow me on the Alzheimer's New Zealand website and fundraising page. Diet plays a crucial role in my approach to brain health. Adopting a Mediterranean style diet, rich in fibre, fruit and vegetables, has improved my energy, mood and cognitive function. So while dementia presents significant challenges, it does also provide opportunities for purposeful engagement and growth through advocacy, personal pursuits, and mindful lifestyle changes.
Dementia Declaration number 6. We have the things we need to live well, such as housing, privacy, an adequate standard of living, and ways of getting to where we need to go. My name is Adrian Henderson, and my partner is in the later stages of Alzheimer's. So for me, having these things means that I can continue to support him to remain at home, in our home. I value and support ideas on how to manage the home situations, such as using a shower stool or the music headphones which play his chosen music and enable him to fully participate and be a part of our family life. Having our own transport enables me and Bob to use opportunities to enjoy life and return home to a dry and a warm and particularly a familiar environment. We have facilities for washing, showering, drying, all that we need to enable him to remain at home. Without these day-to-day infrastructure things, I expect I could feel overwhelmed, maybe closeted, lonely, and reliant on others, and unable to give Bob the involvement in the day-to-day activities that is his right. Having adequate housing, transport, and a standard of living gives us both the independence that we value as we want to be together in our own home.
Last but not least, Dementia Declaration number 7. We are loved and our presence matters. As someone with dementia, for me, this means that I'm still a valued member of my family and of my community, but I still have a role to play, albeit one that has changed and that is inevitably and constantly evolving as my mental and physical functions gradually deteriorate. Like an old, well-worn, well-loved teddy bear, with an eye missing and stuffing leaking out. But then, of course, this is the case for most of us. And importantly, I am still me.